save the world from irreligious principles and especially to protect his devotees. Paritanaya Sadhunam. Vaman for example, appeared to save the devotee Bali Maharaj.
Similarly, when the Supreme Personality of Godhead accepted the Bhagavad form of fish, he must have done so to favor some devotee. For it should not if he go to lower path, the devotee for whom the Supreme Lord accepted this form.
Haribol. So, are so nectarious that it can determine each and every day of your life. If you want to have a good day, Prabhu, if you want to have a good day, hear about the pastimes of Lord. If you want to hear about if you want a bad day, then do what? Do not hear the pastimes of the Lord. Because the pastimes of Lord Krishna, it might seem to a common people that it's just like a boy playing. But these pastimes of the Supreme God, each and every Leela has potency to give us Krishna Prema. You have a question?
If we hear devotees pastime, is it equal? Or is it good as well?
Yeah. If we hear the pastimes of Srila Rupa Goswami, we get more benefit because he is a pure devotee of the Lord and he'll connect us more to Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Right? It is said in Shastras that each and everyone who is in this material world is passing some time, but it depends on your day, what you do on that day. If you're hearing the pastimes of the Lord, you're getting one day, one step closer to Krishna. But if you are not doing any service to the Lord, you are just going one step closer to Maya. Death. You guys need to work hard on your Sanskrit and scriptures, whatever. So, because tomorrow is Ram Navami, so let's dive into some pastimes of Lord Ram. Smart guys. It is said like Valmiki represents two types of animals, or in a, what do you say? Two types of animals who are very opposite in nature, but does the same thing. For example, in Ramayana it is said, Valmiki's words are like...
A kokila bird?
What?
A bird.
Yeah. Which word sings very sweetly?
Cuckoo.
Yeah. Yes. So it is said in Ramayana that Valmiki's words are like...
Cuckoo.
And how does that cuckoo sings? Exactly. At the same time, his words also sound like a lion.
Roar.
Yeah, do it.
Roar.
Do it one more. Now, these two animals are totally opposite in nature. So why does his words are like this? His words are like cuckoo because they are very sweet. They're glorifying Lord Ram. At the same time, it is like the roar of a lion because they are very clear. It's a clear message. And what is that message? The message is to surrender unto the lotus feet of the Lord so that you can have a beautiful life. Right? When Valmiki, he was empowered by Lord to write whole Ramayana, and each and every moment he felt ecstasy in the love of Lord Ram. Each and every moment, and he was literally, it is one of the classes I attended of Senior Vaishnava, and they were saying then when our acharyas used to write scriptures, our 6 Goswamis and other acharyas in our lineage, they were not like, oh, today I'm going to write a song. So they wrote and like, I'm done. No. They wrote their ecstasies, their bhava, their prema on the paper. Narottam Das Thakur, he used to cry. He wrote one word, he used to cry in separation towards Sri Krishna Chaitanya. He used to cry, and in that bhav he wrote. And understanding that bhav, Srila Prabhupada mentions in one of his purport that these songs of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Srila Narottam Das Thakur, they are even greater than the Vedas. Because Vedas cannot give you a Krishna prema, can they? Maybe, maybe not. But these songs of these great acharyas, they have tendency to give you Krishna prema. They have tendency to take you back to Goloka Vrindavan. So similar was the mood of Valmiki, and it is also said in scriptures when Lord performs some pastimes, his pastimes are like in two ways. One is Prabhav and one is Svabhav. Prabhav can be understood like when he is killing demons. An example? Ravan, Kans, Hiranyakashipu, Tanubringam. Everyone give one demon name. One.
Kamsa.
He already said Kansa. Putana?
Ravan.
He said Ravan.
No problem.
No problem. That's a new demon. Holika. Kumkaran.
Hiranyaksh.
Hiranyaksh.
Agasura.
Aghasura. Damn, bro. Bakasur. Yomasur? Vrittasur. Vrittasur bro is a devotee.
Agasura.
Bakasur.
Trinavarta.
Huh?
Trinavarta.
I don't know who that is.
Pralambasur.
Pralambasur. God. One demon name.
I was gonna say Trinavarta.
Arishtasura. Arishtasura.
Arishtasura. So this killing of demons by our Lord comes in the category of Prabhav. And when devotees, we see, oh Krishna, oh Ram, so great. That mood is Prabhav, to understand the nature of the Lord. So, considering these two things, Lord performs so many pastimes, and especially in Krishna Leela, each and every demon that he killed represent a bad tendency. For example, our Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says that Putana, what does she represent? She represents hypocrisy. She came as a beautiful girl. She was not a beautiful girl, she was a demon. But she came. So what does she represent? Hypocrisy. What is hypocrisy? Me, I'm just kidding.
Hypocrisy is when you say something but do something else.
Yes, exactly. So Putna represent,
Hypocrisy.
and one more example that's coming to my mind is of Pralambasur. I think he represents lust. I don't know the details, but it just came into mind. Anyways, so does anyone know Lord Ram's pastime when he killed that demon Viradha? No? Anyways, good, a new pastime for you guys. So what happened was, once after leaving Ayodhya, Lord Ram, Lord Lakshman and Mother Sita, they went into this forest named Dandakaranya. You know Mataji this Leela? No? I'll tell you. Dandakaranya. So the sages of Dandakaranya were literally more of goodness personified. They were so absorbed in devotional service of the Lord. So when Lord went into this forest and saw this ashram of the sages, he was very surprised. He says, "This is so beautiful." He was like, "Oh, am I in some kind of heaven or something? So beautiful." And usually the sannyasis, their job is not to provide. It is job of whom? Grihasthas. It is said in scriptures that a Grihastha should go out from his house and should call, scream in 10 directions that for 10 minutes that whoever is hungry, come to my home. Right? This is the job of Grihastha. And but what we're seeing in that forest is sages are acting like them. They're literally taking care of each and every living being. They have food, water, and they are providing everything for everyone. Whoever will come to them, they provide. And all the sages, they are chanting the glories, they're chanting Vedic mantras, very auspicious. And when Lord Ram, Lord Lakshman, Lord Mother Sita, they go into this ashram, at first moment, the sages saw this bright light, bright light. Why? Lord's effulgence. It is said that the Brahma Jyoti is effulgent of Lord Krishna. And some people want to merge into that Brahma Jyoti. Who wants to merge into Brahma Jyoti? Anyone here? You want to? You want to try? Okay, good. But it's nothing. It's just the light. Our goal is to go beyond this and go back to Krishna. Okay. Go back to Krishna. No, light is... So, in that ashram, the sages see this effulgent light. Well, one reason can be because our Lord Ram is of Suryavanshi. He's Suryavanshi, right?
Yes.
His aura is, have you seen that trend in TikTok? Plus 1000 aura? Yeah? So his aura was one infinity. Right? And when sages saw, who is that? And when they came closer and they saw this beautiful face, lotus-like face of Lord Ram, and beautiful face of Lord Lakshman and Mother Sita, and they were all struck. How can someone be so beautiful? It is said when Lord Ram and Lord Ram and Ravana were about to fight, when Ravana first saw Lord Ram, he was like, for like a couple of minutes, he was like, wow, is that Lord Ram? Is that who I'm gonna fight? He's so beautiful. He's so beautiful. Even sometimes when we want protection, which incarnation we call out to? Nrsimhadev, right? And we talk about it, Lord, which incarnation represent your, let's say, ahimsa, non-violence? Buddha, Rishabdev. And when we say, Lord, which incarnation represent your strength? We call out to Balram. And some people say, maybe Lord Ram, because he was the greatest archer in the history of humanity, of history of creation. But our Acharya says no. Balram represents strength. Who is other Ram who represents strength? Parshuram. But Lord Ram, he does not. He represents beauty. That's how beautiful Lord Ram is. His complexion is greenish in nature. And when the sages saw this beautiful young man, they were awestruck. Awestruck. They saw Lakshman, they were like, oh, this is like sun and moon. They have come to our ashram. And this sun and moon, they come again in Kali Yuga as Gaur Nitai. Yeah, why are you making a face? Yeah, never mind. Sun and moon comes in Kali Yuga and give us the benediction, give us the soothing rays of moon and giving us the lightning knowledge. Who is that? Gaur Nitai. And similar thing happened in that ashram. When they saw this sun and moon coming, they were awestruck. And they were like, now our problems will go away. What was the problem they were facing? Well, in that forest, although they were, because they were sages, they were pure by heart, their blood was pure. They were literally, pure devotees of the Lord. And there were demons, Rakshasas, in that forest that used to eat such sages. Why? Because of their pure blood. These brahmanas, they're very pure and they're very tasty. So the Rakshasas in that forest, they used to go and kill such sages and eat them. And these sages were like, oh, and when they saw Lord Ram, they saw maybe this is a Lord's special mercy. Maybe we should ask for help. So when we have so many things in our life and we want to give some offering, what do we do? Like when we do our deity worship, we offer flowers, fruits, patram, pusham, phalam, toyam. Give me one word you can offer to Krishna. Give me one word.
Tulsi.
Did I ask you? Ask him. Tulsi? Okay. Water. Bhav. Okay. Huh? Flower. Tulsi, you said Tulsi. Give me anything. Incense sticks. Fruits. Mataji. Prasadam. Love. Garland. Sab. Huh? Handkerchief. Fan.
Prayers?
Prayers.
Anything which can give like toyam, leaf.
Leaf. Okay. So in our scriptures it is said the best thing you can offer to Krishna is of course bhav, love, but the best things are prayers. When you glorify Lord. That's why in our Srimad Bhagavatam, whenever a certain pastime happens, a particular devotee or whoever is the main character, he starts glorifying Lord. Oh Lord, you're so kind. And similar was the mood of the sages. They start glorifying Lord. Oh Lord, oh Supreme Personality of Godhead, Ishvara Param Krishna. Well, they didn't say this verse, but you know what I mean. They start glorifying Lord Ram, and Lord Ram, he's very merciful. He becomes happy by even a little offering. So he asks, what do you want? And they express their desire that Lord, please protect us. Please protect us. And of course, Lord Ram has to protect. Even when in Ramayana, even though there were so many chaos with demons fighting all the armies of Lord Ram said, even if Ravana comes right now and surrenders unto me, I will give him protection. He gives a promise, whoever comes to me, Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, I will give protection. No matter who that is. No matter who that is. That's a promise of Lord Ram. And when someone takes shelter of Lord Ram, he said, okay, I will protect you. So Lord Ram, Lakshman and Mother Sita, they went into this forest and they were trying to find a water source, something to drink, and they couldn't find nothing. And when they went deep into the forest, they saw this ugly looking creature, big teeth, a fat belly, and he had this iron rod which had the head of an elephant. He had a spear, and the saliva was coming from his mouth, and he's looking at them. You know, who you are, who you guys are. I don't know. Do I? I'm just joking. So this demon, he saw Lord Ram and they started running. He started running towards them. And in a moment, he grabbed Mother Sita and put her on his lap. Now the question arises, why? Why did Lord Ram let Mother Sita go on his lap? Or why did that happen? Our acharyas give two explanations. One is that first, it was not real Sita, it was Chaya Sita. One of the acharyas explained that when Ravana took Mother Sita, Lord Brahma, he became happy. He went, yay! And why would he become happy? He's such a great devotee of the Lord. Because he knew that this is of course not real Sita Maya, but this is Chaya Sita. And because Ravana is doing adharma, he will get killed and dharma will establish. So he was happy in that way. Right? At the same time, it is said that Mother Sita her skin is very soft. But when Mother Sita or Lakshmi, when she is trying to serve Lord Vishnu or Sri Ram, she has to be very careful because the feet of Lord Ram are even softer than Mother Sita. So she becomes very careful when serving him. And Lord Ram, he promised that wherever you'll go, I will protect you because you're my wife. It's a duty of a husband. But Mother Sita was like, okay, if you want to protect me, I will protect you. How? Wherever you go, I will make sure there is no thorns or pebbles in front of your way, on your way. So I will always walk in front of you. Right? She said, I will always walk in front of you, make sure that there is no pebbles, no stones, and I will make the path clear for you, my Lord. I will protect you in that way. And now acharyas also take this mood and they give commentary. What do they say? They say that Mother Sita wanted to protect Lord Ram, and in that forest of Lanka, the great thorn Ravana was there. So to eliminate that thorn, they did this whole Leela. Isn't that crazy? So we see our acharyas, their mood, their love for our Lord is so great. They have infinite interception to see different things, but all in the service of Lord Ram. So now Virad, the name of demon, he took Mother Sita on his lap, and Lord Ram became very unhappy. He said, of course he's acting in that Leela, he said, Lakshman, this is the biggest pain ever in my life, ever. If some other man tries to disrespect Sita. And Lakshman is like, even painful than leaving Ayodhya? He said, yes, there's nothing more painful than this. And he becomes very upset. He starts crying, Lord Ram starts crying. And saying this, our Lakshman, who is that? Balaram. He was, although at that moment, very angry because he has to leave the kingdom. Bharat took over, and he's like, why this is happening? He's already angry, and he got a right moment to express his anger, and now he's very, very furious. No one can make my Lord unhappy. Similar was the mood of Balram, right? We see Balram, he doesn't care. He knows Krishna is God. Okay, I will serve him and I will do it my way. I will do it my way. Even Lord Nityananda, he is considered Avadhuta. He doesn't care. No rules apply. Like yesterday, there was a class yesterday, right? No. Yes. When Kalakanda Prabhu was telling about Lord Nityananda, he said there were so many restrictions to worship Lord. Do this, do that, do that. But when we see Lord Nityananda, there is no rules. He's Avadhuta, and we follow him. We just chant. There is no hard and fast rules in chanting the names of Krishna. This is the mercy of Lord Nityananda. And same, Lord Nityananda's Lakshman, he said no one can do anything. Now Virad, the demon, is like, why are you making these plans? I will literally kill you guys in 2 minutes. Now, at that time, Lord Ram and Lord Lakshman were dressed as sadhus, right? They were wearing saffron and this that hairstyle, I don't know what it's called. And yeah, and they're like, you guys are sinners. You guys are sadhus and you're walking with a wife. I will kill both of you. And he's laughing at Lord Lakshmana. Lakshmana is saying, I will kill you, right? You cannot make my Lord unhappy. I will literally kill you in like 2 blows. And now the fight starts. Lord Ram, they start, what is called? Exactly. And demon, so many arrows pierced his body and he just removed them. The thing was, he had a boon from Brahma that he will not get killed easily. He had a boon. So now the fight is getting very intense. Lord Ram, arrows are not working. They took out their swords and they are trying. And that demon pulled out his iron rod with the elephant head. Now they're fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. They're not getting defeated. What to do? What to do? What happens later is the demon, he took Ram and Lakshman on his shoulders and he starts running away. Now Lakshmana, what he does a huge blow on his left shoulder, broke his left shoulder. And Ram, he breaks his right shoulder. And the demon fell down. Now, of course, they know now the demon cannot be killed. What to do? They said, we will bury this demon alive so that he will not cause any more troubles. They start digging. Lord Ram places his foot on his head. Now he has no other option. Demon. Virada is helpless. No strength. No one can help him. Mare Krishna rakhe Krishna mare ke. Who can save him now? So what he does? He surrenders. The demon surrenders. He said, "Oh Ram, I was a Gandharva in heavenly kingdom. But because once I did not do my duty, I got a curse." There's a whole different story. You can just Google it. But I was cursed to take a birth as a demon. And now, because, oh my Lord, you are here to liberate me. Please relieve me from this pain. I take shelter at your lotus feet. Now who can deny why would Lord deny anyone who comes to his feet? He has to keep his promise. He is our Father. Aham Bij Pradapita. He accepts that demon and liberate him, and demon goes back home, back to Godhead. But before going, the demon also gives this thing, that before you go further, please go to this ashram of this Acharya. I forgot his name. Okay, let me see. Give me 1 second. I think it was Sarbhangi Rishi. Sarbhangi, is that name?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's the name. Sarbhangi Rishi. He said, before you go, Lord, please go and meet Sarbhangi Rishi. And now the thing arises. Why? The conclusion of whole pastime was, in this forest of material world, where you can die at any moment, there is death everywhere. Virada, demons like Virada are everywhere. Demons like Virada are everywhere. In this forest, what to do? What to do? Well, the demon illustrates, go towards Sarbhangi Rishi. Go towards someone who can liberate you from this world. And who is that? Acharyas, our spiritual master, Guru. So, Ram is giving us a particular literal example. If you want to get out of this forest, take shelter of Sarbhangi Rishi. Take shelter of someone who is in disciplic succession, who can liberate you. And when you do that, he will teach you how to take shelter of Lord. And when you take shelter of Lord, what happens? He gives two things in if you take shelter of me, what will happen? Aham tvam sarvapabhyo moksha. All the sinful reactions will go away. And tendency to perform sinful reactions will also go away. At the same time, you will get liberated. Now, devotees doesn't want liberation. So what to do? Lord comes again as Sri Krishna Chaitanya. And he said, you don't want liberation? I'll give you something which is infinitely greater than liberation. And which is that? Krishna Prema. And how to get Krishna Prema? Now give me the whole process. Give me step by step. Step number 1.
Taking shelter of Guru.
Says who? Who says that? This was, I think, today's shloka that you guys read. Bhagavad Gita shloka? Anyone remembers? Exactly. Parishvana Sevaya. Is that a shloka, right?
Fighting each other for spiritual master.
Exactly. But taking shelter of spiritual masters. Krishna is giving this in Bhagavad Gita. You want me? This is the process. What is step number 2?
From service.
Exactly. Step number 3.
Your service.
Exactly. Damn. Step number 4. Render service. What will happen? He'll give you a way to get Krishna. What is that? Chanting of the names. And when you chant the names, what happens? Why you guys are sleeping? Come on. Anarthas go, purification. And eventually you come to a point of exactly. And in the end, you'll get. And what will happen when you get Krishna Prema?
We can love Krishna.
What? You said what?
We can love Krishna if we get Krishna too.
We can love Krishna. What will you do while loving Krishna? Okay, you'll get His mercy. What do you get after getting His mercy?
Get out of this birth and death.
Yeah, but what will you do after getting out of this birth and death?
Not that alone.
You don't know? You should have asked. What will
It's like that's such a big question, because what happens is after we are free from samsara, from this process, then we go to the spiritual world, and we each have our own unique spiritual identity. And so that means we get to serve Krishna fully without any restrictions. We get to love Him in the most complete, fullest way we can. And in person, like He descends as Archavigraha in this material world to accommodate us in that way, but we actually get to interact with Him and see Him live. We get to live in His world and be a part of it. So that's what happens. If we're sincere, if we really want it.
You got smart since last time. So yeah, that's right. Because we want to be happy, but we are trying to find happiness in this Dukhalem Shashwatam world. But if you chant Hare Krishna, you'll still get happiness, and eventually you'll reach a point of ultimate happiness where there is no pain, no heartbreaks, no financial problems. You love eternal happy life with your dear Krishna and serve Krishna and have lots of prasadam. Your belly won't get filled. You will enjoy everything that is spiritual world, and you will have Krishna in your mind 24/7, and you will literally live life, because that is our eternal life. Yes, Prabhu.
I just wanted to add something really nice that I heard in a class before. It was that yes, like the air in the spiritual world smells like honey, and you can taste it, and the water is sweet, and there's all these amazing things. But we're not actually the goal. We're not actually trying to go to be liberated from our misery here. We're not trying to go to enjoy the accommodations, and that, like a nice analogy is, imagine like marrying a really rich, like handsome, good-looking man who has private chefs, big mansion house. He can provide you everything you want, private jets, trips wherever you want, all the time. Imagine marrying him for those reasons, but then you're missing the point that this is actually a person with a personality, and he has feelings and emotions, and that's a more impersonal reason to want to be in Krishna's world. Our goal is to go exclusively to serve Him and get to serve Him unlimitedly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even as pure devotees, they even don't have desire to go back to spiritual world. They just want pure devotional service, birth after birth. Like Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, when he was about to leave his body, he's pure devotee. But he said, okay, now I'm going back to moon planet to preach there. So devotees, pure devotees, they do not want even association of Krishna, although they desire that. What they want is Krishna's service, birth after birth. Even if I take a body of an animal, I want to serve Krishna. I want to serve my Krishna. I want to serve Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And for this movement, I will take birth again and again so that everyone else will get liberated. There's a wonderful devotee named, I think, Srila Vasudev Ghosh in Chaitanya Leela, and he's saying, praying to Krishna Chaitanya, but Mahaprabhu, please let all living entities, let me take all their sins and please liberate them. I will suffer on behalf of them. Wow. Even there is one, forgot his name, sannyasi in our movement, he passed away. I forgot his name. He was such a wonderful devotee. Well, I think he prayed to Krishna, same thing, that, oh Lord, let me take the sins of everyone. And he actually got this cancer, this very painful disease. And at his last moment, he was, I think so, yes. Yes. And he, at his last moment, it was very painful, but he was smiling and he was telling, I'm feeling Krishna. I'm getting closer to him. Imagine that is so painful. And when you have this disease, like disease like cancer or something that is very painful, and even in those extreme painful moments, you're smiling and chanting the words of Lord. What else you want? That's how you win in life. And it all starts when you take shelter of a spiritual master. He'll teach you everything. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Sir? I'm sorry. I went off topic, but.
So in spiritual world, hunger and all the points you mentioned, but these conditionings are with human body in the material world.
Yeah.